All right, guys, so we're going to talk about how Carson Wentz got so much pop on this throw over the middle here. This is a very gutsy throw, but this was a laser over the middle. You cannot deny that. So we're going to talk a lot about ground force here. So now, you see Wentz's base in the pocket, nice and wide, right? So getting that front leg down fast is a key, and that's why we teach having a wide base, right? Though you guys hear me talk about have a wide base the whole time, right? You got to have a wide base, got to have this, got to have that. Reason behind it all is because when you drive off this back leg, it's a shorter front stride. Nice and balanced in the pocket, 60% on his back leg, 40% on that front leg. Now, when we do drive off of that back leg here, what do we have to do to keep that ground force? You see he's pushing off that inside arch. When your front foot hits the ground, you got to have a slight bend in that front leg, okay? That's how you keep the ground force. Yes, hip drive is great. I talk a lot about hip drive, but throwing with velocity, distance, having a lot of pop on the ball is two things. It's ground force and torque, and the torque is taken care of by your upper half and lower half being separate, right? Getting your shoulders going back, hips going forward, but ground force is getting by pushing and keeping a slight bend in that front leg, not letting that front leg lock, because when that front leg locks, all the force that you produce from that back leg shoots up, and then you lose all your power from your legs, right? If you keep a slight bend in that front leg, you keep the ground force, and then you're able to rotate right through, and that's why he's got so much pop on this ball. We could work hip mechanics all day long. I could talk about hips, but if you don't use your legs, your arm strength, your velocity is always going to be limited. You got to have leg drive, and you got to have hip drive. It ties in together, okay? Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So again, drive, keep a slight bend in that front leg, and let this ball shoot out over the middle.